Podcasting from the Chicagoland area, this is Game On with Jackson Stuart, where we discuss men's lifestyle, focusing on sex, fitness, relationships, business, and more. We'll be interviewing the best of the best, the hot shots, and the rising stars in the worlds of modeling, fitness, cooking, and more. Influencers who are discussing keeping it sexy while at the top of their game. I'm your host, Jackson Stuart. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the game. New players with energy and excitement to the game must be watched closely because they are sure to rise to levels hard to reach and beyond the typical seeding of those in awe. Your man Jackson knows a thing or two about new players, and I'm beyond honored to feature one such player to the show tonight. Kat O'Connell is a full-time nurse, marketing partner for Monat, and brand ambassador for Signature Punch. She also hails from Fort Myers and from Cranberry Lake, New York. All right, folks, you have heard the introduction for our guest this evening. Please join me in welcoming the multifaceted and highly energetic Kat O'Connell. Kat, how you doing this evening?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Doing great. Thank you very much. Now, this is everybody, we're going to be easy. It's her first one. But that's not a problem. Kat, tell people the name where the audience can find you by and on what platforms.
Okay. The name that I go by is Kat O'Connell. Mostly I just do Instagram as far as social media because Instagram seems to have everything you want there. And I go by... I'll have to spell it because it doesn't make any sense as I say it. It's at KMOCONNE.
And where are you from originally?
I'm from Fort Myers, Florida, but I guess originally I'm from Fort Myers Beach, Florida, which isn't too far off.
So it's like you were born and then grew up like 3 minutes away.
Yeah, and on Fort Myers Beach, but technically born in Hollywood Beach, Florida, so the other side, East Coast.
Okay, and how did you? Because let's see, you're in modeling, and if I miss any other businesses that you're in, please forgive me. But how did you get into the businesses that you're involved in?
Okay, no worries. I got involved with modeling through cheerleading, actually. I was cheerleading for the Florida Tarpons, which is arena football.
Okay.
And networked and made some connections through there and ended up doing some modeling in Tampa with Carol Hill Productions, which was a modeling company there in Tampa for a while. And we did runway shows for boutiques, at hotels, various events throughout the Tampa area. We did runway shows at the MMA fights, I guess kind of to break up the violence for a little bit. And we had kind of it was more of a pageant theme for that.
So does that mean you were you a ring girl or did they run like a modeling show in between matches?
A modeling show in between matches. Some of our girls did go for ring girl. I did the runway show in between.
Okay. And with that kind of background, all that experience, what are some of the challenges that you ran into?
For modeling, for challenges, I guess being 5'4", my height is always a challenge for a lot of jobs. Even on the application, it says, how tall are you? And it sets the bar at 5'7" and above. So 5'4" isn't even an option to click on for most.
5'4", yeah. So,
yeah.
and previously we had Britt on the show, and she was talking about she's like competed in the Miss Petite, and like, yeah, wow, five. Hey, good things come in good packages, in small packages, right? Is that the way it goes?
Yeah, exactly.
Now, I mean, is that, I think we've only heard from from a taller model standpoint where it's like, like that's a concern, but is height on the opposite side of the scale something that you normally run into as a problem?
I know when I was younger, I was really interested in applying for America's Next Top Model, and when I was trying to apply, they were like, "Must be 5'7" and above," and I was like, "Well, guess I'm out."
Well, that is, I think most people don't consider that that's an obstacle for people, but that's why we do the show. We enlighten people. When you're on the grind, you're creating content, getting your social media posts lined up. What's a day like for you? Like, it's Florida, so you wake up and you can wake up at midnight, the sun's still up. You go to bed at 8 o'clock at night, the sun's still up, and it's 80 degrees all day long. We know that's how Florida life is, right?
Yes, exactly.
What?
So I wish it was every day like that for me. But my full-time job, I am a nurse, which I also love. But it's waking up at 5 a.m. and doing a 12-hour shift. So on my off days is usually when I create my content and do all my Instagram posts. So I'll wake up usually around like 10, 11. I know that's my early on my days off, and drink some coffee and kind of get right to it. As far as collaborating with different brands, I work with Monet shampoo sales as well. So I'll post for them. I'll post for Signature Punch. And
something you brought up that I got to ask. So nurse, I know lots of nurses, and they always talk about how their feet constantly hurt. I know models talk about how their feet constantly hurt. How do those poor feet of yours survive?
I know, between 12-hour shifts and the heels.
Yeah, those two extremes.
Oh, yeah, I guess they get used to it. But they still do get sore. I mean, definitely elevating with some pillows at night for sure.
What is the and out of curiosity, what type of nurse are you? ER, pediatrician, what kind of nurse, or pediatrics, I'm sorry, what kind of nurse field are you in?
I actually do rehabilitation. So It's a lot of lifting on my part too. So I do get sore, but I love it. I mean, I get to see people get better, go home. So
how'd you make that jump from, to at what point did a young Kat O'Connell look up and go, I want to wear, because I know this is not what you wear, but I want to wear that white skirt with the pointy hat, and I also want to walk the runway. Like, how did that happen? Like, how did you end up in those two fields? Because that's fascinating. Because I feel like those are two, like, totally not opposed, but just like opposites,
Yeah, I've kind of always been interested in modeling, and I was doing the cheerleading and nursing both at the same time. When I first got my first nursing job, I already was getting involved with cheerleading, and so I would try and save my weekends, at least every other weekend for cheerleading, and then I would work a 12-hour shift and then go to the gym for practices. It was a lot of gym time involved, but
yeah, that sounds brutal. What's your favorite part of both businesses? Favorite part of the nursing and then of the modeling?
Nursing, definitely like to talk to my patients, kind of know their story, do whatever I can to help them feel better during their stay. And for modeling, I guess it involves people too, and kind of networking, getting to know everybody, making new friends, which I love.
What is your least favorite? You don't have to name names, and you can't say doing podcast interviews.
Least favorite, I guess for my full-time job is waking up at 5 a.m. That's always the tough part. So then, like, probably getting in there, I'm on autopilot for the drive. I don't even remember driving there most of the time. And then I kind of really get my day started as soon as I hit the floor there.
And out of curiosity, you said you drink coffee. I have an ongoing debate with a friend of mine about just how amazing Folgers coffee is, because I love Folgers. What coffee do you keeps Cat O'Connell going every day?
So I'm pretty new to coffee, and I was just gifted the Keurig. So
Oh, yes.
I've been buying those variety K-Cups from Amazon and kind of trying it all.
Well, I feel like I should at some point get sponsored by Folgers, but I'm gonna say Folgers is amazing. You just don't let people talk you out of it. It's good stuff.
Is it? Do they make the Keurig cups?
Oh yeah, yeah. You'll be like, man, Jackson was right when I started drinking this stuff. You'll know I was right on to something.
All right, I'll give it a shot. I'll order some today.
Now if I'm correct, you recently signed with Signature Punch. Is that correct?
Yes, I'm so excited. I recently signed with Signature Punch. We have our first big event coming up on the 20th of February. It's going to be in Miami, and it's title night for boxing. So I'm really excited about that.
And I hate to put you on the spot, but I think you can handle it. For those who don't know, can you let people know what Signature Punch is?
Okay, Signature Punch is a boxing training center, and we are the brand ambassadors for that training center. We're going to wear their logo. We're going to be at the matches, do ring girl promotions, selling merchandise, and promoting selling tickets.
Look at that. They're going to be so impressed by, I put you on the spot and you answered perfectly. Great job.
Yes, buy tickets for our event, February 20th.
And that's a good plug. How can people get tickets if they're interested?
Okay, you can order online. You can direct message me, and I will send you the link to buy the tickets. I also have flyers posted on my Instagram and on the Instagram of Signature Punch as well, and Signature Punch Girls.
Nice. Well, in keeping with the theme of sexiness on this show, what is the sexiest thing about Cat O'Connell?
From what I've been told, my eyes, because they're hazel and they kind of change colors, and they might be different colors different days.
I feel like there was a part two to that. Like,
maybe. I don't know. And I've been told I've had a nice booty. It's small, but it's cute.
What? There you go. On the flip side, what makes a man appealing?
What makes a man appealing? At this point, because I'm getting a little bit older, I'm turning 30 in March, so I would have to say at this point, loyalty. I'm kind of done with the F-boys.
All right. At this point, we like to go to the quick game where we throw random questions at the guests and give them a chance to answer some entertaining questions. Kat, are you ready?
I'm so down.
All right. Who's your favorite Star Wars character?
Darth Vader, hands down.
Awesome. Chicago or New York?
New York, because I'm from there.
I thought you were from Florida.
Also, upstate New York, we did the whole summer home thing, so kind of lived in both. I forgot that part.
You're the only person who was born in two different places at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have any tattoos?
I do not. I'm a blank canvas.
All right. Speak any other languages?
No, not really. I wish.
Yeah, there's still time. You're still young.
Yeah, I can learn.
Can you dance?
That's a yes and a no question. So we did a lot of choreography for cheerleading, so like that kind of dancing. When I go out with my friends, I don't know if we can consider it dancing. I don't know.
And the follow-up question is, are you the only person who thinks so?
At least I'm honest. I don't know if it's good or not.
Let's see. Guilty pleasure on Netflix.
Ooh, Netflix. I usually enjoy movies rather than shows because I don't have the time commitment for shows. I've actually been more into HBO lately, honestly. There's a show called Room 104, which I think is amazing.
Okay. Dark chocolate or milk chocolate?
I want to be healthy and say dark chocolate, but honestly, milk chocolate.
And who inspires you?
Who inspires me? I have a lot of friends that are businesswomen, and I just really respect the way they hold their business, and they're just independent women, and I love it.
Good people, sexy people. That wraps up our interview with the energetic, the positive, the upbeat, and the sure-footed, super footwear wearing Kat O'Connell. Kat, thank you for joining us this evening. And one more time, let people know where to find you.
Thank you. You can find me at KMOCONNE at Instagram.
There you go, people. Kat, thank you so much. And we hope to have you back soon.
Thank you.
Good people, sexy people. That wraps up our show. Follow me on Instagram at Jackson Stuart 2 and on Twitter at Jackson Stuart 01. Keep up with the show at www.gameonwithjack.com, and we'll see you next week. Until then, keep it sexy and game on.